everybody. So let's look at GameCross's update on the GTA 6. Let's find out some new information, shall we?
How's it going, everyone? Want to go over some Grand Theft Auto 6 news that is making the rounds quite a bit, as far as Strauss-Zelnick talking about the unveiling the marketing of the game, the anticipation of the game, and when they're going to be kicking off marketing of the game. And Grand Theft Auto 6, to be perfectly honest, it's a game that sells itself. They don't have to do a lot, but you would like to see some sort of promotional push as we get closer to the release of the game. And I don't think it's a case of people are just dying to see the second trailer for GTA 6. Oh my god, if I don't see this trailer, my day is ruined. I don't think people inherently care that much about a video game trailer. Video game trailers exist to get people excited for video games that aren't excited, or to increase their excitement level. GTA 6 is a game that people are already incredibly excited about. I think why people want a second trailer so much is because it would add a little bit of certainty as far as when this game is coming out and if it's actually going to be dropping in 2025. I think some people believe it's going to get delayed until 2026. However, Strauss-Zelnick has said that the game is not experiencing a delay and that the hype around Grand Theft Auto 6 is unlike anything he's ever seen. Our strategy is to drop market.
Well, speak for yourself, GameCross. No, I'm just joking. No, we want more trailers. We need more information. Come on, Rockstar. Stop being greedy and give us a little bit more of a taste. I know you want to be cheap and not put out more trailers, but just give us another trailer. We need to know more information. But I do agree with him what trailers are meant for. But I don't care. I still like to watch it. You don't think I was watching every single trailer leading up to Monster Hunter Wilds? Yes, I was.
Content closer to the actual release of the game. Specifically, it was also noted, he did say the competitors, and there's other people out there that reveal their games years and years in advance, and they market them for years and years. And that is mainly what I want to assess, because I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is doing it the right way, and obviously it's an established IP. Every game can be handled differently, but I look at something like the Intergalactic trailer that just came out, and I thought that trailer was honestly a pile of garbage. I thought that trailer was atrocious. Why are we doing trailers for new IPs that are cinematic that tells us very little about the game? Yeah, it's a Naughty Dog game. People will inherently be interested in the game, but what is the point of a trailer like that? So I knew that Naughty Dog was working on a new game. Does Intergalactic, that trailer being revealed, get me more excited for the unknown Naughty Dog game prior to the reveal of Intergalactic? Did it increase my anticipation level? Did it lower my anticipation level? I just didn't give a damn. It did nothing. And for a lot of people, based on the like to dislike ratio on YouTube, I would say that trailer, just based on the reception that you see online, and sometimes we are prisoners of the moment and we assess the vocal minority, but that is one of the most disliked trailers I've ever seen for a video game for its debut trailer. I would say that trailer was a huge L, and that's...
I will agree with you that that trailer looked like crap, but I think that Naughty Dog has kind of earned some goodwill towards us. I guarantee you, if Rockstar right now came out with a new IP, everybody would give them some goodwill because Rockstar has earned it. Same thing with Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog has created banger after banger, year after year. Well, maybe not every year, but you know what I mean. They have created for the last decade some amazing games. We had the Uncharted games. We have the Last of Us games. No matter how much you feel about the story of Last of Us Part 2, no one can deny that that game was still an amazing visual thing. And it played amazing. It was just that the story, it wasn't that the story sucked. It was that people didn't like how Joel was killed off. Now, I will still be picking up the game. I will be playing it because I believe that Naughty Dog has earned goodwill from us. But no, the biggest reason why that trailer looked like crap, I'm only one of the few people that are admitting to say it. It's because they put an ugly woman as the main character. Now, I guarantee if they would have had her have some regular hair, she probably would have been attractive. Okay, but most people do not like shaved head women.
PlayStation and Naughty Dog, and they also did this with Wolverine. However, let us look at a game like Wolverine that was revealed in 2021. They revealed the game obviously to get people excited about the PlayStation 5, to get them buying a PlayStation 5. It's been 4 years. That game's not going to be out this year. Probably will be out next year, but a lot of people have been wanting to see a new gameplay trailer, new gameplay videos of that game. Like, why? Why do a gameplay update video on a game that's going to come out a year from now? I would rather Sony just wait until summer of 2026 if it's going to come out in the fall, and then, much like what Rockstar is doing here with GTA, then start the promotional push. I think you reveal the game maybe a year, 18 months prior to when it's planned to be revealed, and you don't have to follow everything to this template, but generally speaking, a year, 18 months, 24 months at maximum, and then you roll out the gameplay deep dives and all of the excitement, 6 to 8 months before the release of the game. But that debut trailer should give you something to sink your teeth into, unless you're something of an established IP. That's why I am so critical about Intergalactic's marketing, at least for the debut trailer. That trailer told us nothing. It was a pile of garbage trailer. That's just what it was, in my opinion. The game is probably going to be great. It's Naughty Dog, at least from a gameplay standpoint, but
it was only a piece of shit because it had an ugly ass woman. I bet you it was a very attractive woman. A lot of people would be saying a little bit different. They might still criticize it, but not as bad.
Trailer itself was terrible. And then you look at GTA 6, even the debut trailer gave you something to sink your teeth into, and then how they're handling it is we're probably going to get the big rollout as far as content goes in the summer, June, July, and then you amp that up into the fall, and I think that's how you get people excited. I just think generally speaking, that's always the best route to go instead of revealing a game 5 years in advance. KOTOR remake 5 years in advance? When is it out? I don't know. I guess you know, it's one thing when you say a game is in development or we're working on this, but I like the general model of the debut trailer is a 90-second, 2-minute, 3-minute trailer with gameplay in it, and then you go quiet for a little bit, and when you're close to release, okay, that's where you ramp it up. Anywhere from 4 to 8 months out, 4 to 9 months out, in that range, you really ramp up the promotion, and I could easily see, you know, the GTA 6 update, the second trailer come out May, June, and then you're talking about a release September, October, November. That's what makes the most sense to me. I get it from the consumer standpoint. I feel like most people just want a second trailer so we can get a definitive confirmation that this is in fact a 2025 game. But if we're being told that...
Now, I want a second trailer just because I'm greedy and I want some more gameplay. I just want more taste of the Grand Theft Auto 6. Okay, that's just because I'm impatient.
It's a 2025 game. Okay, let's hope that it is a 2025 game, and I'll take Zelnick's word at it. I'll take Rockstar's word at it for now. But from the standpoint of just marketing this game, I think GTA does it itself. I don't think this game needs a lot of marketing, but in general, from the gaming landscape and how games are handled, I just see bad trailers, bad debut trailers all the time, and it infuriates me to no end. And then I see good trailers like Expedition 33, like Tides of Annihilation. Like, Tides of Annihilation is exactly how you do a debut trailer for a new IP. Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, that's not how you do a debut trailer for a new IP. I'm sorry, it's just not. Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, that's not how you do a new trailer for a new IP, at least in my opinion. And I know I'm criticizing Sony and Naughty Dog, and they're these big companies, but I was also critical about the debut trailer of Sorrows. Like, give me at least some gameplay if it's a new IP, but I'm going on a tangent when it comes to that. In the case of GTA 6, I think it's going to be a monster release regardless, and again, I think when they reveal the gameplay, I think when we get the next major update on GTA, it's going to be the trailer, it's going to be the release date, it's going to be the additions, it's going to be the price point. We can put that talking point to bed as well. We can get everything in one fell swoop. Maybe they'll do a...
I am a little nervous about the price point because we all know Rockstar is not very consumer friendly when it comes to microtransaction. They love their microtransaction. Just look how they sat there and did Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm honestly surprised that they even came out with Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm surprised they just didn't turn Grand Theft Auto 5 into an MMO and keep that thing going.
Couple of developer updates and things like that, but then it's full momentum into the release, and that's how I think it's the best way to handle it. And I think that's what Sony's gonna do with a game like Wolverine. Yeah, they probably revealed that game too early, but as far as getting an update on the game, I think when we get a gameplay update on the game, it'll be like Spider-Man 2, where you get the gameplay trailer, you at least get a release window, and then maybe you have one more update after that that really gets everything concrete. I think that's the best way to handle it. Debut the game, talk about it a little bit here and there, then you do a bigger rollout with all of the information, the dates, everything like that, and then full steam ahead for the release. I think that's the general template to follow. Obviously, every game is going to have its own unique element to it, and not every game is going to follow the template to a T, but that's the general idea I feel that most games should follow. And GTA 6, obviously, is going to be fine nonetheless, but I think, again, when we get that next update, it's going to be the behemoth rollout of information as we get all of the information. If not a release date, a definitive release window, additions, price point, things of that nature, I think will all come out. But that'll do it for me.
I do agree with you for the most part when it comes to the whole marketing. You know, it is annoying when they release a trailer, like we'll use Insomniac, for instance, with Wolverine. How long ago was that? And we're still waiting. We still haven't gotten nothing. You know, it's okay to let the people know, hey, we are working on this game. You don't have to release a trailer. Just release like maybe some art here and there, drop a little snippet, you know, show a picture of the character or something. That's fine, you know, and then sit there in about a year before it's going to release, finally drop the trailer and all that. But you know what, right now, no, we need more Grand Theft Auto. We need to know some more information. Yes, I'm being greedy and impatient. But that's it for my reaction. I will link this guy's channel down below. Let him know I sent you. Give him the respect he deserves. And until next time, stay vigilant.